What is up, my people? And I want to ask a question. Do you guys ever just have one of those days where your body just doesn't want to work with you? It feels like your legs don't want to work well, your system don't want to work well, your chest don't want to work well. Just I'm experiencing all of that today. Like yesterday I was working out and my chest, I pulled my pectoralis major, and I was mad when that happened, you know, because that's like something that just it came out of nowhere. I was just working. I felt amazing. I was lifting heavy, real heavy. Like it was crazy. Like I didn't even know I could do 150 pounds on bench until yesterday, and I did that right. Then we went to incline. I lift heavy on incline. And then we did overhead press, lateral raises, the usual stuff. And then we added a rotator cuff workout. And I think the rotator cuff workout when like it added too much pressure or like started doing it. But even in that motion of just like boom, 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 shouldn't have done that much. But it was when I got to the dips. We went to go do dips, and I was like, we already lifting heavy today. We might as well keep going. So me and my friend Chris and Simon, we did um man, the name's slipping me. We did weighted dips. Just added a little 10-pound dumbbell in between our feet and dipped. And at first, when I hit that dip, when I hit that dip, I said, "Oh," because at first I was like, I'm used to my chest, like ripping, right, in like a good way, and like when like you hit like when you haven't worked out in a while, like you that feeling of the chest ripping or like the muscle like being worked. Like I'm used to that feeling. Like I felt that before, and usually it feels good. But this time, this was different. This pain was sharp. This pain was in my chest. This pain hurt. I finished the set right, but when I got down, I was like, I was holding my chest. I was like, no, this don't feel good. I ran to the other side of the gym, and I went to talk to my friend Gus. He'd been working out a lot longer than me, and I asked him about that. He said, you probably pulled it. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, you probably pulled it. And I was like, oh. I, I didn't. I completely forgot you could pull your chest muscles, your pec muscles. I'm used to pulling leg muscles. I've done that before, been there, done that. But I completely forget the upper body is something that you can pull as well. And so I'm mad. I'm frustrated because it was just felt like I just wanted some momentum in the gym. I just wanted something to go right for me in the gym. And I was getting that. I was getting that consistency. I was getting what I wanted to work. But then something like that just goes. And then now you're done. You can't do it anymore. So, we go to Chick-fil-A, we get something to eat. I'm still mad the entire time I eat. I'm eating mad. Like, how mad? You know how mad you gotta be to be eating Chick-fil-A mad? Like, I was sitting there eating how much of a motherfucker that. I wasn't talking to nobody. I wasn't making no eye contact. I was just mad in my own zone because I was like, man, I just got hurt. It could have been a lot worse. And I'm happy it isn't that much worse. But, ooh, you hear that cough? Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second. I'm happy it wasn't a lot worse because, I could have been in the hospital that night. I could have been in the ER. I could have been in a lot of places. But, luckily, it was just a little small injury. Came in. I used to have myself wrapped up like, like one of them Greeks. And then we just kept going, went to bed, woke up. And then I woke up this morning and I was so sick. Like, invariably sick. Cough, headache. I threw up. It was awful, right? And I was just like, man, I just prayed last night of like, God, I give myself to you, and I trust you to take me the path you want to go. And then I get sick. I'm like, man, ain't this something? But and in that frustration of being sick, I came to realize something, that it's all perseverance, and that's what the theme of this video is: perseverance. And what I mean by that is just when the times get rough, what does it say about your character and how you respond to that? And what I mean is about like, what are you gonna do in response to when times get rough? Because a lot of times, I'm not a perfect person myself. A lot of times when something gets rough, I could just straight out and give up. There are times where something got a little too difficult, I just quit, didn't do it, didn't finish it, and sometimes I wish I did finish it. Sometimes it was for the better, but a lot of times I've quit when stuff got difficult. Right now there are a few exceptions, and usually that exception comes in with exercise and school, but it makes me think about the perseverance one has to go through in life to keep going, because it's not easy on a day-to-day basis. There's a lot of things that make me want to quit, makes you want to quit, makes everyone want to quit, but we persevere through it. For what reason? And I think that reason inside is interesting, because for that reason, for me, it's because I see a future to where it's not for me only, I could have success, whatnot, but this future is bigger. I could impact a lot of people. I could help a lot of people. People who are in my shoe, people who are above them, people who are below them, wherever they think they are or how they are, I can impact them and make a difference, because my existence is now. I am here. I'm on this planet. I have a mouth. I have a hand I can write with. I have many ways of communicating my ideas and thoughts. And so, the reason I keep going is because I know that no matter what happens on the small day to day, in and out, it's bigger than me. So the question I have for you is, what is going to make you persevere? On these days when it gets a little tough, man, what are you going to do to persevere? Do you have some drugs to fall back on? What do you do? What do you typically do? Because I know a lot of people have drugs they fall back on, alcohol they fall back on, people they fall back into. But that doesn't always work. It's probably not the best. So, when you're watching this video, probably don't know what to think too much of it. If you are watching it, just what are you going to do when times get tough, when your body gives out, your system gives out, your mind wants to give out? What are you going to do when everything fails? Are you going to keep pushing? Or are you going to let it push you? Beyond that, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. I haven't made too much content, but I plan on making a lot more. I know I say that in every video, the past one I've made, but it's something I'm still trying to do. Even though it may not be happening in the moment, it doesn't mean it's not happening. You know what I mean? So, if you like what you see, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll try to get back to you if I can. And have an amazing day. Just because the day started bad, it doesn't mean it has to end bad. Keep it easy, my man.